We call these puppy push-ups. Down. We're gonna do some push-ups right now. Good boy, yes. Stand. Yeah, down. Look at that, good boy. Break. He just did a bunch of push-ups. When it comes to these dogs, we want to teach him how to activate those legs. When he's in a sit, he should be able to go to a stand from a sit. That's one I'm going to show you right now. Pictures, videos, and questions. I want to see how you're doing with your dog. We got a live one. Never know what you're going to get, eh? Dog goes crazy at the end. Hey everybody, so it's Chris and Kilo in under a kilometer. Today we're going to do a short training session, just focus on the foundation skills. As you've been seeing, I do them all separately. Right now we're going to do the sit stand down, but of course we're always practicing our doorways. So I'm going to step out. Hey! Almost thought he had it. He was thinking about it there, wondering what was expected. These are things you want to practice and make perfect. We're on day 5 now. We're just still in the beginning. As things get better, we'll challenge it more. I'll step out with my right. Yes, create an opportunity for reward and success. He failed the last one. I corrected him. I got in, backed him up, got in front of him. That's a simple correction in itself. Hey, leave it. He must have dropped a treat. And then I redid it, helped him succeed, showed him properly, gave him the hand signal, got it right. Heel. So in today's session, we're going to talk about the sit stand down and the importance of it. Also, how I was just saying, doing everything separately. We work each thing by itself, the heel by itself, the sit stand down, the spot routine. And then when it's all strong and we have a foundation of each one, we start to combine it. We want to help our dogs succeed, break, by making communication clear and doing things clear and repetitively. Dogs learn by association, so they're gonna associate the things that we're doing. Now, of course, Kilo just came out of the kennel, so he has energy. Earlier today, he was a demonstration dog for a heel, so we've already done the heel walk. We also went for a property walk. That's all that you've missed. You can see those in the earlier videos. Right now, we're gonna show you the sit stand down on a spot. Again, the reason we do things individually so they don't get distracted and they can focus and help understand just one thing. It makes it easier for us to get better at it and to help them succeed with it. He's worked the spot a few times and he's good associated to it. So just to start, we're gonna do the simple foundation, of course, break. Now, we're not gonna be doing these in motion. On your spot, it's just stationary sit stand downs. I just want him to hear the word break and match the behavior with the word. I am gonna switch up how I do it and the routine that I do it. With the dog like this, I really want him to learn how to stand. It's important for him to learn how to stand. Good boy, so we'll go straight for the stand. I'm not gonna get mad for putting paws on me. It's fine, we work on one thing. Certain things can get fixed after. Here we go for the stand. Stand. Yeah, he learned this last night. So we did this last night. For the stand, I have a sit stand down video. You can see in my other videos, but you just go under the chin, stand. Yeah, I can't believe how quick he figured this out. This is the second time I've done it with him. So we're gonna go stand. And here's the struggle. Come on, good boy, yes. So when they back up like that, down, all you do is keep it under the chin and keep going under the chin. Now we go nose to toes, we're going for the down. He's not getting treats. I have it pinched in my hand here. He can't get it, and I'm just gonna hold out. He knows he's gotta get all 4 elbows down. Down. So I'm gonna help him, yes. Break. So I helped him by pushing his back down. Sometimes his butt stays up, I can push the butt down, but the reward comes when all 4s hit the ground. If all 4s don't hit the ground, so make sure when he finally hits the ground, you mark it right away. Yeah, get excited. Break. I want to get him into the sit, so I'm going to lure him back in. Come on, buddy. Sit. Good. Yes, just so I can work the sit. Now we're going to go for the stand. There's a frustration stand. Yeah, once those back legs activate, down, that's when I reward him. Yeah, you want the back leg activation. For all those back legs, they should be able to go from a sit to a stand, or even from a down to a stand. Yeah, good boy. We call these puppy push-ups. Down. We're gonna do some push-ups right now. Good boy, yes. Stand. Yeah, down. Look at that, good boy. Break. He just did a bunch of push-ups. When it comes to these dogs, we want to teach him how to activate those legs. When he's in a sit, he should be able to go to a stand from a sit. That's one I'm going to show you right now. As you saw, he kind of fumbled backwards to activate those back legs. Sometimes the dogs do funny things because they don't know how to activate those back legs. And it's funny how we're going to teach them how to properly use their body. Now, when you teach them these things and you teach a dog a skill and he realizes you taught him that, your relationship will increase big time. If you really want to improve your relationship with your dog, you do training. Because what happens is when you teach a dog how to do something, especially if it's a genetically gift they have, they say, hey, I didn't realize you knew that I knew how to do that. And then they admire you and look at you more for guidance. And that's what we want. We want them to look at us for guidance and for leadership. Come. Yes, always reward recall, even though it was bad. Come. Good boy. Yes. So we're gonna go for the sit. There's somebody walking in the road and distracting him. I'm gonna block it. Heel through it. Good boy. Come on. Heel. Sit. And control the scenario. Heel. Good boy. We'll get back on that spot. I'm gonna work a few sits, but I'm gonna face him in the other direction. Heel. Good boy. What's this? Good boy. Sit. So for this, we're actually gonna stand. Yes, stay in front of him to do it. But the progression and the goal, down, yes, break, is to do it from beside him. Break. Right now I may be standing in front of him and marking it and being straight on to lure with the treat and to get the easier for me to place the food around his nose. But eventually I want to do it from beside him. So let's practice right now and see if you can do it. Let's go heel. Good boy. Down. Break. Yeah, good boy. So eventually be on the side. And then in the later stages, it becomes quite faster, quite quicker. And there's going to be little signals that I do with the Pure Canine Training strategy to tell the dog whether we're going to walk, whether we're going to stay with my footing, hand signals for the same. And then of course with the spot work, we do pointing and communicating. So I just want to also say short and frequent. When I say kilo for a kilometer, it's literally a kilometer. I want to keep his training, and for you and your dog, you should keep it short, keep it exciting, keep it fun. And then from here, after this fun, we're going to go back into the kennel. He's going to go in the kennel. He's going to think about, oh, that was so fun with Chris. He taught me so much. I can't wait for him to come back and we do it again. And then I come back and we go do it again. And after multiple times in and out of the kennel, every time I come back, we go have some fun. We go back in the kennel. He thinks about what we did. We come back out. We practice it a bit more. Kilo, come. Yeah, good boy. There's that recall against the distraction. Good boy. But yeah, short and frequent. Keep it fun. Always end on a good note. And follow along for the next activity in a few hours here. Good boy, let's go. All right, so of course we did the doorways as always. He's curious of the spots. I'm just gonna block, make sure I'm staying in control. I'll step back and reward. Of course, this is simple signaling like we talk about in the course. Me letting him know that I'm in control of this ground by blocking him. And then I'm gonna invite him into the training. Heel, yeah, on your spot. Good boy, sit. So today what we're gonna do, well, this evening what we're gonna do, it's getting dark out, so the day's almost over. We are gonna work on just spot. Like I said in the earlier videos, we're gonna be combining things now. So I wanna combine all the single things we were working on. In the last few days, I've only been working on and off the spot by itself. Break. Just like this, just getting him acquainted to hearing the words and going on the spot. Come on, Kilo, on your spot. Yeah, good boy, yes, make sure all 4 feet are on. And then now, and then, sorry, separately, I was working on the heel. You saw in the last video, we go to our non-distracting trails, stay in a small area, do our heel in this non-distracting area. And on the first day, in the overhang, when it's raining where we go, we're non-distracting healing. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine the spot and the healing. Now, of course, left foot always means go. If he inches off, I make sure all 4 feet stay on. Heel, and we're gonna do the treat healing. And we're just gonna go on your spot. Hey. On your spot. Yes. He ate something off the ground there, so I had to pop him. Say, hey, correction, break. It's tough right now. We're throwing treats to get him to eat off the ground, to get him to break ahead, but unfortunately we don't want our dog eating off the ground. So it's kind of counterproductive in that sense, but I can quickly teach the dog to not eat things off the ground with simple practices. But what I need to do right now is teach him to break ahead, because come, in the training routine I want for his owner to get in less than 2 weeks, the break ahead is a huge component of it. Yes, see how I just back up and avoid those feet? It's easy with a dog like this. If he moves away from my training, I have to put him back. He can't make decisions to just walk off when we're doing training. Come, even though I'm not focusing on him and showing him all attention, come, I'm being distracted by talking to you. And make sure when you're out training your dog, you don't get distracted. Don't stop and talk to people. People come up and talk to you. You only give them 80%, like I always say. The other 20%, or you give your dog 80% and the other 20% goes to them. Even if you don't talk right, like I'm not talking right to you right now because I'm focusing on the training. Come. Good boy. On your spot. Yeah, good boy. Make it fun. Do all sorts of different variations of what we're doing. Break. You're combining things now by doing it different and doing variations. It makes him think and it makes his brain expand and open up more. And that's what happens with dog training. When you work the dog, you're opening his mind to new sounds, possibilities, variations, experiences, rewards, and engagement from you. The most important thing is the relationship with you. I'll let him just check out the spots. I broke him. He can check these things out. But now I'm going to get back into training and not talk and focus. Come. Yeah, good boy. Sit. Heel. Yeah, good. Heel. Yeah, good boy. Good. Heel. On your spot. Sit. Break. Oh, come. Try not to drop your leash. On your spot. Yeah. That's called a recovery right there. I quickly move, run away, get him excited to come to me because I did drop the leash and I can get him to come to me. If you drop the leash and he's over there and you run at your dog, don't chase your dog. You've seen my videos, check my Instagram if you haven't, but if you want your dog to come to you, you run away from them. You don't run towards them. Let's do that again. Break. So I'm going to recall him into heel onto the spot. Heel. And all these variations are going to change. Yes, I have them all in my course where I show you all the different variations. Heel. How we walk off the spots and bring them back on your spot. Yeah, good boy. See if I can get him to spin. Holy smokes. Yeah. We haven't done that one yet, but that'll be in one of the videos in the next days, teaching him to spin on the spot. It's really good. Even the camera person's smiling right now. Heel. It's nice to see your dog succeed. This training is fun. On your spot. Sit. So the next thing is I'm just going to do quickly right now is being able to step in front of your dog. I'll walk around your dog and then heel. And that's one step to a whole bigger picture, break, of teaching your dog to stay and being able to move around your dog. Because if you want to be able to go somewhere with your dog, put them in it down and walk in the store and grab your coffee. Go in the store and grab your lunch. Maybe you're picking something up from a friend's house and you're just walking by and you want to put your dog in it down and them not move. Again, you have to teach them to stay in that down with distractions, but the first step is simply being able to have them beside you, sit, step in front, and be able to walk around anywhere. And them understand that even though I'm walking around anywhere, they have to wait and sit there until the next command. Let's go. Whether it's a break, a come, a heel. But the rule is they don't do anything until you come back to them. So in these beginning stages with here right now, when we get into the spot routine, it's very important that you always go back to your dog. You never call them away from a stay. Recall is done separately. So to end the night off here, when it gets dark, we're gonna go do a recall walk. We don't really film because it's dark, we don't have lights. But the recall walk is just simply walking, having him up ahead, no heeling. I have a 20-foot leash, he just walks, and 5 to 10 times I call him in and reward, and then break. And then he goes and walks, we adventure for a bit. When he's not paying attention, I call him in. He's not paying attention right now, I call him in and reward. Come. So with that, on the recall walk, you just want to get out there, walk them, call them in when they're not expecting it, but follow through with the training. Make sure you're following every step of the training. After you call, if they ignore you, within 2 seconds, you're pulling that leash and you're following through. You're enticing them to come in. You're being inviting, being fun with a big reward. You have to be more rewarding the distractions you're going against. And that's why I always say with my training style, it is be the most interesting human your dog has ever met. by Ralph Weber is my favorite quote. And if you can, hey, do that and get your dog to only focus on you everywhere you go, good boy, then you'll really succeed. But see what happens when you get him excited. Now he's doing this. Hey, here, come, sit. No reward. I had to pull the leash out of his mouth. I said, as you heard. He knew I wasn't happy. I call him in, no reward. Kilo heel. I go calm, nice and quiet. Come, good boy, sit, break, and we get back into it. Dog training, you gotta be a crazy person. That's why like some of the dog trainers do really well that are really flamboyant, because dogs like that. But you also have to be able to have two sides. So I always say you got three sides. You got, you know, happy and fun. Hey, good boy, like I just did. I don't want to get him excited again because he's gonna start biting the leash and I'm setting him up for failure by doing that. You have the neutral, which is how you hear me regularly talk. And then you kind of heard me get upset and do some high tones with a leash pull after because he didn't stop. Clear communication. Your dogs connect your emotion. There's a video out there that I love where the guy says to the dog, I hate you. You're such a bad word. I hate you. And he's saying it in a really happy way, but he's saying the mean things. And then he goes, I love you so much. I just love you so much in an angry way. And the dog's freaking out, scared, even though he's saying the nicest things. The dogs don't understand your words, they understand the emotions. But the syllables and sounds of your words will connect to behaviors, and that's what I teach here. So if you want to learn how to do everything to succeed, set yourself up for success, create a strong relationship with your dog, and be able to navigate them confidently through the Pet Show Society standard, you want to learn my preventative training measures to keep your dog safe, keep them confident, and keep them focused on you. This way, everywhere you go, you succeed and you live stress-free. DM if you have any questions. Hit that subscribe button. Share this to some friends that are struggling. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my course or on to the next video. And send me pictures, videos, and questions. I want to see how you're doing with your dog. We got a live one. Kilo, come. So it's adrenaline going. Kilo. Grab the leash at the neck. I put treats on his nose. Sometimes it doesn't work. This is a prime example where I try to get treats on the dog's nose, doesn't work, but I grab it here and he knows what comes next. If he keeps messing around, he grabs it, I'm gonna give it a little tug and he's gonna say, oh, that pressure, I didn't like that. He must not like what I'm doing. Brick, and I'll reward him with food. To see that this dog can go from food to adrenaline really fast with my emotion tells me a lot about the personality of the dog, and I have to watch how I portray myself to him, because in a hazardous situation, if I was to fire him up like that and he starts doing that, we could have an accident. So safety first. You never know what you're gonna get, eh? Dog goes crazy at the end.